Hi guys, this is Wes, and I'm obviously the prettiest girl in the world.
I'm just trying to get
Can I take your orders?
the standard pepperoni pizza.
These drinks are all his drinks, and he says there's like wine for what?
This is for like drinking purposes. This is wine. This is when I eat the juice. This is after I eat.
Wow.
Sparkling water. What are you eating?
I'm just drinking a mocktail.
She's really taking your order.
Oh, okay, to eat. I don't know, I'm so indecisive. I am so indecisive. Hi guys, so as I told you, I'm with Mr. Wes.
Biggie
Hello,
Wiz.
Mr. Wes.
Biggie Wiz.
So I'm just gonna allow Wes to introduce himself. Tell us who you are and why are you in this channel? What are you doing here?
Yeah. So my name is Wesley More. Yeah, that's my name. I'm big wizard to my angels. Uncle runnings to my nephews and nieces.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm just that. Why am I in this channel?
Yeah, why are you here?
We're doing a collaborative thing, me and Mags. So I'm a photographer and videographer and amongst other things. So we're just doing a synergy, a cross-pollination of followings and stuff like that. But I'm not doing YouTube though.
Why aren't you on YouTube?
Not yet.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know. I'm just trying to perfect the plan. I think.
If you do go on YouTube, what are you gonna be based in?
I'm gonna do a lot of kind of like profiling. So I want to profile like different creators or people who are doing different stuff. So do kind of like a magazine shoot, just like what we did. But then we also have like kind of like an interview format thing, which is kind of like a 5-minute thing. Then it's all gonna go on the channel. I'm also working on my website, so the stuff is all on the website.
You're going big.
I mean, you have all these tools at our disposal, so you might as well just go.
You utilize them.
Yeah, one.
Love it.
How would you go about like introducing yourself on your channel? Like, let's say they didn't know you.
They didn't know me.
Yeah.
In your channel.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm KEA MAGGZ, the prettiest girl on earth. And I am a makeup artist. You guys know it. I used to be a part-time makeup artist because I was a student. Now I'm a full-time makeup artist. And yeah, what else was I gonna say? I'm sure you guys know me. Well, I don't think people really know me that much.
No?
I'm not
Low-key
I'm
like
not
that.
for the streets. Not in that way though. Like I'm always like reserved and indoors, and at the same time I'm trying to push business. So I'm at a stage where okay, let's see how good it can get, how good it can go,
Very serious, ne?
Not really.
You only laugh at the weekend. It's like Monday to Friday, it's strictly business, straight.
So did you study photography?
Nah, kinda. I would say I kinda did. Graduated from the University of YouTube. So,
Oh, me too.
So you just have to.
Me too.
I think with certain like career paths, you can just pick up and decide that I want to do this thing, and then just get information along the way, because there's like ample information on YouTube. You just need to know what you're trying to do and where you're trying to get at.
Even if you don't know, like even if you just browse through YouTube, you can literally see what you like and then end up doing that.
How to be a what?
How to be a what? You know, how to be a scammer. That's like the next thing that I want to do, guys. Scammers make money.
I mean, you get it how you live. That's what they always say. Kind of like, you get it how you live. Let's say your fate ends up like being in a robbery. You're in a robbery and you get shot. Like, you get it how you live.
Oh.
Type of thing.
So it's risky.
I mean, there's always risk. Every day there's a risk. Try to fall in love. It's a risk. You're gambling.
You do not talk about that.
But
so guys, we're here because I wanted to do this thing of adulting with KEA MAGGZ on my channel. I wanted to introduce that platform on my channel because I feel like I just like there's always something that's stopping me from creating content, and most of those things I just feel like I'm always goishing, and I feel like, am I the only person? Am I like literally the only person in the world that's always goishing? So you know this thing of adulting, guys, like they've normalized struggles by calling them adulting. You know, when you're going through the most, it's just like, oh my god, I'm just adulting, you know. So I just wanted to share like that part of me and not like make it a really really bad thing, rather like make it like I'm just going through life and it's normal to go through life. And it's not like, it's not something that should keep me in my closet, like keep me, you know, behind the doors, indoors, you know. And like those things, they also like heighten my anxiety and imposter syndromes, you know. Instead of like unboxing myself and going out there, like I'm always like keeping myself, because I feel like I'm the only one, like yo. So yeah, so I just wanted to introduce that platform, and that's why Wes is here. I just want him to share his experience as a photographer. Yes. So like I brought Wes here. He's the first one to be in something like this. So like so I'm trying to do it like monthly. It should be like a monthly thing on my channel, that you know every month there should be someone that I bring, and you guys should tell me who you'd like to see, who you'd like to, you know, get to know, you know. Then I get to get a hold of those people and then bring them to this channel. Yes. So yes, Wes. So
that was you like giving a brief description of like how adulting is going for you.
Yes.
But why is it all negative? What are the good things about adulting right now?
The good things.
The good things, because it sounded bad. Like,
the experience.
We spoke about like anxiety, imposter syndrome, having all these kind of like pressures.
And it's not always like that, to be quite honest. But because I'm dealing with those things that I just mentioned, I don't see it. I don't see the good of it sometimes. I don't see the good of it. Like it's either friend or family tells me that, you know what, you're doing well.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing well. There's things that I still want, like there's still that I want to achieve, and I always beat myself up if I don't achieve.
You think
them.
that's the imposter syndrome like working over time?
Yes, like imposter syndrome makes you, like even if you're good at something, you don't see it like the way other people see it. Like it took me a long time for people to tell me that, you know what, you're good with makeup, make it a business, like make money out of it, you know, start doing clients. And I always felt like, what's this?
It's very tricky.
You know,
but I can relate with like the imposter syndrome, because sometimes like you're in rooms with people, you're probably more deserving than other people in that room, but you can't soak it in. Like people are telling you deserve to be here because you're very good and you got here unmarried.
Yes.
But you can't take it in because it's kind of like you're always looking inward and you're very hard on yourself.
I'm very hard on myself.
So that kind of stuff.
I'm very hard on myself.
So I can relate because I always kind of like have that thing. It's kind of like I always have to manage my imposter syndrome to some extent. I think it happens with most people. So it's kind of like we know that it exists.
Have it.
Huh?
You don't have
I do. My friends will tell you I do, and I'm actually the shyest person. I don't know why I'm on camera. This is the first time I'm on camera. Have you ever seen me on camera?
No.
Okay, we've had a YouTube channel with my friends when I was still living on the outside, but like I'm never on camera. Think about it.
So guys, you know, what I want to tell you, Wesley was in Cape Town. You know how much I want to stay in Cape Town, and Wes was literally staying in Cape Town, and he was doing this photography thing. Please tell me why he's back.
I mean,
Like-
I think there's a lot of factors that came with that now. Like family stuff that I had to take in, which is like the primary thing. Where
Okay,
I
when
moved
did you
back.
go?
I moved there, hard lockdown, like 2022. So 2022, a friend of ours was like, I'm thinking of quitting my job, so let's all move to Cape Town. I have this plan.
2022
So-
or 2020?
2020.
Okay.
So he was like, I have this plan. I'm quitting my job in big corporates. Like, I'm quitting my job or whatever. I'm studying this fashion thing. But I think this is the business idea that I have and how I think all of us could contribute and we could make something out of it. So I was like, okay, up and leaving, pick my stuff, get my little coins. Not enough, but
So-
we're moving, we'll go.
So you decided to go there and do like straight up photography.
It wasn't straight up photography because the business was kind of like, it was a publication, a fashion publication. So it had like a twofold business strategy. It's kind of like the one side was like a publication where we interviewed different people and we had the podcast, all of like the free stuff. We had the podcast
Oh,
and all that kind of stuff. Then we put it out content for free. It was basically like YouTube type of thing. And the other side was the creative agency where we did like your photography, videography, social management, social media management, strategy, and yeah, all the kind of stuff. So it was like a twofold. So it's kind of like
That's nice.
having like, it's kind of like if you were doing makeup on your channel. So it's kind of like your interest and what you like feed into the business. So if people see me like, okay, maybe come do my makeup and I'll
And
pay for it.
then, yeah.
So what we did was like people would see our visuals when we were doing like the passion projects, which is like the podcast and the publications, and someone would be like, we need a copywriter, we need someone.
Oh,
to
so it
handle
was an
visuals."
all-in-one, like it
It
was,
was
a package.
yeah, it was a package. It's
Ooh.
two different business strategies, but they all
But, yeah.
exist in one like organization.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. And then so, because you said, okay, tell us what you studied, because now I know. So I'm like, oh.
No, I did like BCom accounting.
So you did become a
I didn't finish though. In third year, I was like, nah.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing is that even the same people that I moved to Cape Town with were the same people when I was studying. We started shooting, like they had cameras and we're like, okay,
Oh, yeah,
started
yeah.
getting gigs there and there. That's when that was like the era of like when birthday dinners were becoming a thing, like 2014, 2015.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the girls, because we also lived in a co-ed so all the girls would be like, we know these guys who can shoot. Then we became a thing. We'd make decent money now.
Good man. Good
man.
clap.
Good clap.
Guys, you should see Wesley's work. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you guys should go on our Instagram pages and check the content that we're about to post because, dude, sheesh, dude. So after this, we would like literally hop into our Instagram pages and see what I'm talking about. I'm not even hyping it. Like, it's the content. It's the content. Okay, cool. So, have you ever had like your experience of dealing with depression, anxiety,
I think, yeah.
at some point in your lifetime?
Yeah, when I was still in varsity, when I studied, I think I was kind of depressed at some point, in a sense that I was studying something, and I was actually kind of like, if I put like a lot of effort in it, then I'd be able to do. But that's when like my photography and videography started booming,
Coming
which
also.
was kind of like effortless. So it's kind of like I need to put in more energy to do what I'm here to do. But there's also this other thing that I discovered when I'm here, which also comes in easily. It's also kind of like Zaka, and then
Yeah.
so that's when I had like a lot of anxiety. I was kind of like, yo, the rent, what are they gonna say? I'm here, and they didn't force me to be there. It's just like I made my own choice. I'm gonna go do this. But now it's like you're in your third year. How do you?
What are you gonna do? What's your plan?
So those are the other things, and then having to also kind of like navigate life as a student. You trying to find yourself. You're kind of like in that stages. You're almost like 21, experimenting. meeting different people, friendships, forming different friendships, some breaking off, having to navigate a love life where it's kind of like I'm always at birthday dinners. There's always a lot of women. How do I get the other person I want in my life to trust me, to feel special? Because it's like on the weekend there was also that's happening, and also having to navigate the fact that you're a hot nigga to some extent.
Oh,
you're a hot nigga, like bro. Like I'm gonna tell you for real. That's that.
Oh,
if you're that nigga, you're that nigga.
Yeah, you're hot. You're a hot nigga.
Also, it's kind of like even the hot nigga type of thing. It's kind of like how for me, it's kind of like I saw that from a street influences, like the street where I grew up. I saw the Grootmans being people who are kind of like talented in something, also having the girls, also having the swag, and I wanted that for myself.
Ooh, child.
And you got to there and then you realize it's not as glamorous as it looks from the outside. So that's like what I meant by having to navigate being a hot nigga.
Are you dating?
Me right now? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
You're not dating?
Nah. I know who you are.
Are you dating the girl?
But nah.
Are you not dating that girl?
Nah, not anymore. It's been a couple of months.
You guys dated? Ooh!
Not dated, but like we're trying to get to something that's serious. It's not like.
Oh, but you guys made a great, nice looking couple, hey?
Hey. All that glitters is not what.
It looks. Not all that glitters.
All that glitters. Something about glitter.
Not all that glitters is gold.
But that's a story for another day, dog.
But are we gonna go back there?
Not on the channel.
No, obviously not on the
It's not on
channel,
the
but
channel,
like,
yeah.
are we thinking of going back there?
Me personally,
Yeah.
never that. Never that. Never that.
I know.
Never that. I'm never.
Okay.
Yeah.
New people.
Not new people. I'm just trying to navigate life right now. I'm trying to navigate life right now.
That's interesting.
My life is quite hectic sometimes for me, so it's kind of like
it's difficult.
not really busy. I'm
like,
not trying to send an impression that my life is always busy. I'm always like around, but like certain things that happen on a normal basis, like mundane things that happen on a day, sometimes get hectic. Because life doesn't have to be really that Instagram hectic where we're moving around because we're business people. Some of the mundane thing could be like what's happening. It's kind of like adulting. I was talking to a friend of mine, Nandi, this morning. Was like, dog, I'm glad to be navigating life with you.
Which friend? Which friend?
Ah, come on. Don't try to push that narrative.
No. I didn't hear the name. Oh, okay.
So we were talking about her. I was like, I'm glad that I am navigating life with people who are my peers.
Yeah.
Like, all of my friends are kind of like, we're almost kind of like on the same. Eh?
How old are you?
Same age as you.
No.
Same age as you.
No way.
Same age as you. When did you matriculate?
2013.
Yes.
Same with you.
Yeah, we were in the
No,
same
you
year.
lying.
Bro, remember you were in that grade,
Yes.
I was in the same grade as Boke Casey.
What? Not you?
I'm 13 FM. Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
You don't
being
remember,
in
but
that.
I was in that group.
What?
I'm telling you, I was in that
Where's
group.
you?
Hey, I was in 2013.
Dude, I'm literally thinking
Palesa.
yeah. But
Like-
I'm literally, like all along, I've been thinking Wes is like, my daddy there.
No.
What?
No. I was in that group because remember, we went to different schools, but our matric year always
Yeah.
had that thing, Fabric High and TK.
Yes.
They always had that cross pollination.
Yes.
Oh,
This
thank you,
looks
thank you.
nice. This looks super nice.
Yeah, but it always had that thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get you anything else?
Not it.
Can I get the sauces like Tabascos and stuff? But we were in the same year. do I look that old though?
Dude. And like all along I've been thinking
But
that it's like,
I understand why it would be like very easy to miss me because I was never really like I was out there but very low key also. If you saw me, you saw me. If you didn't, then
yeah.
yeah.
I'm still so
Can I take these?
I'm so shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take them. I'm still so shocked, guys. Like I'm so shocked. Hey bro.
What's I doing?
Hi kids,
No.
my age. Yo guys, what are you thinking?
It's time, bro.
It's time. Chai.
time.
It's
Chai.
chai. Bang. Joburg people would say it's chai.
It's chai.
So did your mom like have, or like your family have like issues with you doing what you're doing full time?
I think at first they didn't quite get it, but I think I've always, especially with my parents, I've always been a kid who picks up things easily and runs with them, and they expect me to kind of like have the know-how and be like, okay, this is how I expect you guys to support me. So at first they were kind of like, not so sure, but then I remember them, hey dog, remember at certain months you never used to send me money. Where do you think I used to get the money from?
Oh yeah.
Like when I was still in varsity.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like bridging that gap. And then, but even then, you know, when parents would be like, okay, let's give them time.
Yeah.
And then they give you
promising.
time. Yeah, they give you time. And then you have, especially with our parents, you have the right to prove to them, okay, I actually made this decision and I think it's like the best one in the sense that what I'm doing, it's not like a normal thing in terms of what we used to, especially coming from like a small town.
Yeah.
But it's very much valid. It's very much profitable to some extent. So
that's why they don't mind. You know,
I think right now they fully get it. Right now they
making
fully get
work.
it. Right now they fully get
Yeah,
it. Because you don't depend on them.
Cause.
I wouldn't say guap, but like you.
Cause.
So you making guap, ne? You making guap?
No, like I'm making
Guap.
reasonable guap, not like way the guap that I want to make. And with this business that I'm doing, I feel like it needs money for it to like make serious guap. The guap that I,
Like money in what sense? Like right now, how much would you need to do a certain thing that you think then it would bring guap?
How much would I need?
Like how much do you need? If someone is kind of like, let me
even
give a
100K.
blank check. I'm writing that 100K. What are you doing with that 100K to ensure that you make that kind of guap that you like striving for and want?
No, guys, a lot. Firstly, I would venture into so many things. Like beauty is broad, I would want to take all of those things and start running, like having a proper salon, like a full package salon where you go, you can do your hair, nails, all of those things. So everything like that, like
massages and type of shit.
you get. So like it needs like serious guap, for it to be full blown, like the way I want it to be.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen. I know.
True.
I know
True
it's gonna
that.
happen.
True that. I'm already scared.
So have you ever been like in a scandalous in the scandals, I'm afraid,
Scandal how?
like any scandal, like has
I don't know, like what? What is scandalous?
like that thing that was happening
With
where
the
people
list?
was writing people's things on social media.
Not like that. But I could have with certain people that I've gotten along with, I could have easily ended up there. Yeah. So
You've never been.
I'm not really a scandalous person.
That's
I know what I do. There's like about my heat. Because I don't know. There's a how my heat can know the heat. My heat. Why the heat?
But like there comes a point where people are just lying about you, Like they're just they just want something to talk about. How did I say people are just, on your back and in your case? Well, I for one have never been, fortunately. And I don't think I've like exposed myself
To such
to
situations.
such situations, yeah.
But sometimes, some of these things happen. And you just have to be. Sometimes you get involved because you were a spectator, just because you were there in the vicinity. So you never know what might happen to you. Because someone would write something about, oh, what's your mama type of thing. And now what did maybe have we mark?
Yeah.
Alright.
You were actually there.
Maybe you didn't notice whatever is being said, but you were there. But when would you picture?
Oh yeah.
On tour,
Wait, Salah.
that kind of thing.
Oh man, so like what are your like goals? Do you want to stay at home like long term? Do you plan to move out?
I think for me it's like I've noticed that I've come to the realization that I'm not really a big city person. So any kind of like smaller city or small town
You're not a big city person.
I'm not a big city person. I just go there to have fun for like a week or weekend and then I'm out.
But I think good cities big cities are like, you have to do that.
Yeah, so
before they consume you.
So for me, it's kind of like, because to some extent I have like a very addictive personality. So certain things I'm like, So self-love is very important in such situations.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll always kind of like be based in like small towns or smaller cities. Doesn't have to be necessarily like where I'm at right now, but anyway, and then travel to big cities and come back. But like, kind of what was the question? I'm trying to get there.
Are you planning to move? What are your goals?
What are my goals in terms of what?
In terms of you, like your long-term, short-term goals.
Long-term, short-term goals. I'm trying to be a dad at 30.
Okay.
I'm trying to be a dad at 30. That's if it happens, if I meet the right person. Because if my kid is like 15 and I'm 45, I can still be a cool dad. So that I'm just trying to make sure that my business picks up. I'm the only person running it right now, so I'm just trying to make sure there's like people that funnel through the channel. I teach them how to do what I do. Probably they get better than me or can do it close enough.
I like that.
So that I don't have to be hands-on all the time.
I like that. But
So,
they get better.
because that's how you can only grow and expand. If there's other people that you're like teaching to be like you to some extent or better than you. So that's my biggest thing, and probably owning a studio and having like a fully fledged like creative agency. I feel like in small towns people don't take those things seriously. They always outsource. So I'm kind of
like in small towns we have a long way to go.
For me, it's like I'm putting my neck on the line, putting certain things on the line that I could have achieved if I moved to like bigger cities. So I'm willing to be like an early adopter. I could be like a reference point, but not because of that, but because I'm trying to like do it for real.
Yeah.
Like I mean it.
You mean it? This time we're going hard.
Yes. yeah. Since I'm
Yes.
type of
Thank
shit.
you. So Wes, like one last question before we close. So I'm with third stage. How one of this? We to get third stage.
We're trying to bother. Sparkling
Stage
more.
3. Yo.
Sparkling more.
Okay, so would you recommend or would you advise anyone to do like photography, take it the way you're taking it? And then what are the advantages, disadvantages?
I mean, for me, it's kind of like I got into this because I like doing this thing. And people were like, okay, we'll pay you money if you can come through.
It's passion first.
It was like passion first. So if you want to do it as a business, probably could work, but how far are you willing to take it from? Because for me, it's kind of like a passion thing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it in terms of like long-term
thing.
So if it's a business that you're trying to kind of like make a quick buck, it might work, it might not work, but for me, it's kind of like if you want to do it like for real, like hone in, zone in, do your research, follow like people, especially like my Instagram is mainly built for people who, in terms of that I look up to, in terms like from a visual perspective. So I'm trying to get to this point. So I'm always looking at their work, referencing it, and trying to do my own work. So probably trying to build my own palette. You have to build like your own style. So I'm still in that movement where I'm kind of like build my own style. That one day you could be like, when you see a picture that I took, you could be like, this is giving Wesley.
Wesley, yeah. Wesley would do something like this.
So, but I would definitely recommend. But you must be. It's a very fickle industry.
And
very
you must
unstable.
Be patient.
Must be patient, very unstable, and also you need a lot of people focus on the creative aspect. You need to focus on the business. Does the business make sense? Wherever you add, the type of service you're trying to render to the people you're at, does it make sense? It needs to make sense. There needs to be a demand before you could supply.
Thank you.
What? So that kind of thing. But I would definitely recommend, bro. There'll always be a need for like photographers and stuff like that. Because how many? Can I get a shot of tequila?
Shot of tequila.
Yeah. And there'll always be a need for like photographers.
Fourth drink.
No.
I'm counting.
Water doesn't count.
It does.
Juice doesn't count.
Because it's sparkling, it counts. Sparkling
It's
water.
for bottle purposes. It's a bottle. But there'll always be a need for like photography and videography. People will talk about AI, but that human interaction of rendering customer service.
Also, it goes with if you can use it. Not everybody can use it.
Use what? The equipment.
The AI.
Yeah.
Not everybody can use it. Not everybody's that skilled.
Because I know people use AI for like treatments.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do a shoot, then you just type in your prompt and say, okay, then we'd use that as a mood board of what we're trying to achieve and stuff like that. But that human interaction of like, this the look and feel we're going for.
Yeah, this is
the
natural.
human interaction will always be there. I think we'll always be in business. We'll always be in business.
Because otherwise, like Snapchat, which
Yeah.
it's starting to fade now. Like who takes pictures of Snapchat nowadays?
Some people still do, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. But you'll always be in a business if you position yourself right. I think talent is something else and having the passion. For me right now, it's trying to like navigate the business. The passion is there. The technical ability for me is kind of like always improving because there's a lot of like it's a very technology kind of like based things because we're moving digital. Everything is all digital, so always needing to learn new stuff on how to do it. So yeah, and also collaborate, dog. Collaborate. That's the most important thing. For me, it's kind of like, yes, you can get the whole pie, but if you bring people with, there'll always be more pies. Because if I'm with Maggie and we're shooting with Maggie and she's doing certain stuff, then people that I don't know are gonna see Maggie's work and be like, hey, Maggie,
Who did this for
who
you?
did this?
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, I was working with this so and so.
Yeah.
And then Maggie's like kind of having a project and she's like, hey, let's go do the work together.
Yeah.
So everyone can eat, everyone can move, but collaborations are very key, guys.
That's great.
And yeah, we'll have the building.
Okay.
Most important thing, it's a Friday. Cheers to Dula.
Cheers.
Forever alive.
Okay, guys, that was it from Big Weasel.
Big Weasel. Big Weasel. You have to always say the big.
Say bye to my peeps and tell them what to do.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. KEA MAGGZ, she's bringing the heat. More hot topic conversations. Hot pot like Nando's. You know what time it is.
Thank you for watching, guys.